If you need to fix a product in Printify, like changing pricing or adding more mockups, you can use TaskMagic automation to do it for many products at once. Let's say you want to change the pricing for a list of products in your store. You can change the pricing of products in bulk in Printify by clicking to select all the products on your product page. If needed, you can search for keywords to get to the right page. Then you'll have the option to change the price for all of them at once. But for this example, I used the fixed pricing just to show how to use some options inside TaskMagic. You can use automation to change anything that you can't do with Printify bulk editing. I've already created a full tutorial on how to upload products to Printify, so I'm not going over all the setups again. To fix product, the best way is to create a two-step automation. First, scrape all the products you want to change into Google Sheets, then create another automation to update the pricing. Trying to do both steps in one automation can confuse TaskMagic, so splitting it works better. For the first automation, which scrapes product info, open Google Sheets. You can use an existing sheet or create a new one. Freeze the first row, then write title in the first column and link in the second. The titles help you identify the product, and the link is for TaskMagic to open the product editing page in the second automation. Open TaskMagic and create a new automation. I use the old view of TaskMagic because I want to use the loop option. To switch to the old view, go to Settings, click on your profile, and under it, switch to the old experience. If you have workspace for Printify, use that. If not, open a new workspace. Then create a new automation by clicking on the web option and give it a name. You can add number 1 for this automation. Let's set a trigger. Click on it and choose list. Now you have some other settings, but you only need to choose how many pages you are going to scrape the product from Printify and click continue. Before you open the first step, log into Printify from a normal Chrome browser and copy the cookies with the TaskMagic Chrome extension. I will leave a link to it in the description. Go back to your automation in TaskMagic. Click Settings, then Cookies. Choose the middle option and paste the cookies while clicking this button. You can close this window. It saves without clicking Save. Click the Add step to open the automation recording. At the first step, you need to open a website. Add the My Products page URL from Printify. If you want to scrape more than one page, it's better to change the number of products shown to 24. This will update the link for this page. If you want to start from a different page, you can change the page number at the end of the link. If you need to search for products for update them, it's best to get the search link directly from Printify. Add your search term to Printify, then copy the URL and paste it at the first step. To scrape the information, add a step, choose Scrape List and click on the first product title, then the second one. You'll see a square showing what will be scraped for all the page. And in the scrape area, you'll see a column with the information it pulled. If it's scraping more than just the titles and you're getting extra text, delete it and do it again. Click the 3 dots of the first column to duplicate it. Then change the scraping option to links. Confirm this and now you have 2 steps of scraping, one for titles and one for links. If you have more than one page to scrape, add another step. Record a click on the next page arrow at the bottom right of the page and add 0.2 minutes delay step. This should give it enough time to move to the next page. Click I'm done and close the automation. To send the scraped data to Google Sheets, click Export Scraped Data. You get an email address from TaskMagic to share your Google Sheets with. Copy this email, open your Google Sheets and share it as an editor. Copy the Google Sheets URL and go back to TaskMagic. Enter the URL in the right place. Choose the correct sheet tab and confirm. The scraped data will show up in the same order you pulled it, no matter what the column titles are. The titles are just for you. However, make sure you have the right number of columns in Google Sheets to match the scraped data. Click Looks Good and close this page. One more thing. Change the loop to start from the scraping step, not the first step, or it will keep scraping the same page over and over again. If you set a trigger to run as many times as needed, click Run Now and TaskMagic will pull all the information. Once it's done, you can move on to creating the second automation to change the prices. Start another automation. This can be in the same workspace as the first one. Click Add New Automation and choose the web option again. Give it a name. I like to add numbers for automations that are part of the process, along with the title for the whole automation. You need to get the cookies again from Printify. So do this first by going to the automation setting, clicking on cookies and pasting the cookies there. Next, set the automation trigger. Click on trigger, then choose list. Click Use List from a Google Sheets and add the Google Sheets you created with the first automation. You don't need to share it again. Choose the correct sheet from your Google Sheets. If you need to change something dynamic, like updating the product title, or you need different pricing for different products, add another column in the Google Sheets for any changes you want to make and fill it yourself. It's better to do this before linking Google Sheets as a trigger. If you make any changes to the sheet after setting the trigger, go back to the trigger setting. Open the Google Sheets setup and click Looks Good. Once it's picked up the new column, then you can close it. Click Add Step if you are in the old view. You need a URL to start this automation, but since it will be a different URL each time the loop runs, just open Printify using a random URL from your Google Sheets. It should lead to the product editing page. You will change the first step to a dynamic URL once the automation is set up. Now you are on the product editing page. Record any steps needed to make the changes you want. In this example, it's pricing. Scroll down and find the product pricing. If you want to change all the prices at once for all the variations, record a click on the Select All checkbox. Then record another click on Edit Price. You'll see a text box. The next step should be a type step. If you want a different price for different products, add a column to the Google Sheets with the new prices before starting this automation. If you're using the same price for all products, just type the price here and confirm. You can test this step to check that it's saving the correct number. For dynamic pricing, after you type the price, click Confirm and then click on the content box. Delete the number and open the strudel symbol on the side. Choose the correct column from your Google Sheets with the pricing data. Then save. Just like with pricing, you can record clicks and type for any option you want to update on this page. If you need to change something in the design, like adjusting dimensions or adding a color variation, record a click at the top of the page to navigate there. To edit the design, record click on Edit Design. And to update mockups, click on the Mockup Library button. Make your changes by recording as a step, clicks, typing or uploading images, just like I showed in the other tutorial for the full upload process. To finalize the updates, record a click on Sync Product Details for whatever you change, so the edits push to your store the right information. Then record a click on the Publish button. Because this is an automation, you need to add delays. For any typing or clicks on pop-ups, add a short delay, something like 0.1 seconds. At the end of the automation, add a delay step for 1 minute or 2. Publishing takes a bit longer, but you can leave the page before it's fully saved. It's just a good idea to wait a minute or 2. If you run into issues with updates not saving, extend the delay to give it more time to process. After you record everything, click I'm done, and it will close the recording window. Back at the automation, you need to change the URL at the start point. Click on the step content, delete the URL you used, and click on the strudel icon. Choose a correct column from your Google Sheets and then save. The last step before testing it is to extend the loop from the beginning to the end. Test the automation to make sure everything works as expected. Once you've confirmed it's running smoothly, go back to the trigger, extend the loop to match the number of rows in your Google Sheets, and click Run Now. If you need more explanation about TaskMagic and Printify, you can watch this video. It's a full tutorial on creating automation for Printify and includes more info about the process. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.